Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Envy Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
And it still feels weird not to have a crazy month going on. Now we're just going to go back to theme months and stuff, and everything seems to be going okay. Kozi, this is your month. It's clamp time.
It is clamp time! And we're starting it with probably one of my least favorite clamp works.
I was gonna ask.
It was something. I kind of figured, I know Kozi likes clamp, but I don't think that this would be one that she would like very much. But maybe I just assumed. I don't know.
Thinking of two possibilities. One was, I didn't enjoy this and now everyone else has to watch it. Or it was like, I didn't remember this at all.
Wow.
Which doesn't feel like you.
The first option would have been me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I figured maybe Cece was rubbing off on you. But, alright. Yeah, do you want to let us know about Chobits? Chibbity bibbits?
Shibbity bibbits.
Wow.
I gotta say something weird.
That's quite the title you got there.
It's tradition.
Chobits is Clamp's kind of first and only manga anime fandom series I got there that's aimed more towards adult men, and it shows.
Yeah.
I want to say this was circa like 2002-ish?
This was, I want to say 2000.
It does feel like it.
The manga was written in 2000. The anime came out in 2002.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Both correct.
So, the anime specifically deviates quite a bit from the manga. I have never watched the anime before, so this was my first time. Not very impressive.
Let me ask you this, Kozi. Was the manga less horny than the anime?
Way less horny.
Okay.
Like, he has perverted thoughts, but he is actually like trying to be a decent human being in the manga.
Okay. That's good to know.
But basically, this is a world where they have developed androids that are like your personal assistant. They're called Persicoms, which just stands for personal computer.
Oh, it's like Pokemon.
And you have a broke, neat guy who's trying to get into college, and he can't afford a Persicom because computers are expensive. And he just happens to find one laying in an alley behind his house. Funny that.
Yeah.
So the series is a kind of rom-com of him trying to teach his Persicom how to function, and the series is supposed to tackle like really serious topics about like, can a robot ever actually love, the dependence of people on technology, breaking societal standards, really weird incest, which I will get into if we don't care about spoilers later.
I'll spoil it. I don't care.
Anyone else care?
No.
I'm not going to watch
Not really.
this.
Okay,
I feel like we're just letting
she
people
had
know, like, yay or nay right now.
she had a twin sister who fell in love with their creator, he made them to be his daughters because his wife couldn't biologically have kids.
Oh.
Okay.
And she fell in love with her dad and basically shut herself down and terminated her own CPU because she couldn't be with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. We also have such fun as the first man in this universe to marry one of these Persicoms, which that in itself, fine, but then the Persicom dies because planned obsolescence. And he's like 40 years old and he goes after a 17-year-old. Yay!
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this happens a lot in clamp stuff. I don't know.
It typically doesn't. I'm not sure what the relationship was in Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, that surprised me, but
I thought I remembered another that was weird like that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I might be noticing a pattern, but again, it might be simply because I have very few, but like, wasn't Clef much older than Umi as well? And you're saying that was
that
gonna be
was
a
like
thing?
an anime-only thing.
Okay, that's a little...
It is an
manga
anime
only
only thing, but then there's another immortal being that she is in a relationship with.
Yeah.
It's just one freak on the team.
It's also just it's like a weird thing, and I guess it's also like comparative to like with vampires. You're stuck at a certain age and then you never age, but the fact of the matter is that the body is much younger than you are mentally, and then the person that you're in love with is also physically much older than the other person is. It's a weird thing.
Also, we just
well.
kind of like have to unfortunately acknowledge that in Japan, it is acceptable for a much older man to get with a either teen or barely out of teen girl.
Yeah. That's
Gross.
like the student-teacher romance thing is not really looked down upon quite as much as it is here in America, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because you still see quite a bit of it in both like media and also in real life. I don't know. My Japanese roommate in freshman year had told me a story once that was of a similar thing. I'm not going to go into it, but
Japan only recently raised the age of consent from 13, so
yeah,
it speaks for itself. But in this, Chi is supposed to be a type of persicom called a Chobit, which the creator of them theorized that the Chobits were persicoms that were actually capable of feeling genuine emotion. And like the ending of the story is supposed to be Hideki is told that she actually can't love him. She can only love him within the parameters of what she was already programmed with, which makes you wonder why her sister fell in love with her dad.
Must have been within the parameters.
He made it so.
But basically, she and her sister were coded with a kill switch for all persicoms.
Damn.
So the government ends up getting involved because persicoms have like the national database on them for some reason.
What?
So they're trying to stop Chi from activating this kill program, which is only supposed to activate if Hideki doesn't love her back.
What?
It gets weird. I don't like. She has persicom assassins after her from the government.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did expect something a little bit like this. The fact that she was like this, I think, from the information we get about Chi, she has a very powerful, heavily encrypted operating system in there somewhere. She busts every other persicom around her, and she's like 4 or 5 times heavier than her actual frame should be. I'm like, there is military hardware in her or something. It's gonna turn into she's like, I thought it was gonna go like Iron Giant, but like, I guess not.
Yeah. So the series does actually also, it's set in the same exact universe as Angelic Lair, which is a BattleDot show where people get little doll-sized mechs that they battle that are called angels. Chi's dad was the guy who made those, and like he's an important character in that series. So you know how I keep saying Clamp ties everything to itself? Like Clamp really clamped here.
Damn.
Ha, ha, ha. That's a knee slapper.
Even in Angelic Lair, the main angel, it's Hikaru in her
Wait, Hikaru from Magic Knight Rare?
yeah.
Like
Yes.
literally Hikaru, or just same character model?
Like same character model.
Okay. Because I was about to be like, you're gonna go save alternate reality magic fantasy land and then come back to be
same character model named Hikaru, but like in the series they explain it, she designed and named it after reading the Magic Knight Ray Earth manga.
Oh, so we're going Digimon Tamers with this.
Yeah.
Digimon are real, but the actual continuity of the first 2 seasons is just a TV show in that world.
Interesting.
It is a fun series.
The scientist's wife who couldn't have kids, we have met her. Anyone want to take a just
Is
random...
she the landlady?
Yay!
Damn. It does
Yeah,
all
I
tie
kind of
together.
figured, I'm like, is the only reason she can say chi is because she knows Chitose? Is that why?
No, that is not actually why.
Is it because it's
I
food?
don't know.
So, what she ended up doing is, before her sister completely fried her own CPU, she downloaded like a backup copy, so her sister is essentially ghosting in her brain. And because her sister died, technically, she got really depressed. So her dad fucked off because he's like, oh my god, my daughter fell in love with me and then killed herself over it.
Yeah, I'd fuck off after that.
I'm pretty sure he's like dead, but...
Yeah, I'd probably fuck
It's
off
been a
after
while.
that.
So, she had downloaded this memory, but her sister's dead. Her dad is fucked off and probably dead. And she has her sister's ghost living in her brain. So, her mom decides to reset her, set her outside in the trash in the hopes that she will find someone just for her, which is the kind of like recurring phrase they use in this is, I need to meet my someone just for me.
Does this mom, like, read nothing but, like, weird romance novels? Because I feel like that's a very common trope of, like, I found a person in the trash and I brought them home. Now we're in love.
I don't know what the thought process was there.
Let's be real. There wasn't one.
No.
But that's why she has all of these clothes that just happen to fit Chi.
Ah.
Also, Chi's original name was Elda, which is ugly.
Oh,
It was Elda and Freya.
interesting.
I think they're going like for some sort of Norse thing
Yeah.
or whatever, or
I'm not sure. But yeah, so another thing is, like, I know I just said that the manga wasn't as horny, and that's important because Hideki is trying to be a better person. Like, he does have perverted thoughts, but he, like, tries to catch it and be like, bro, what's wrong with me? And that's because ultimately in the manga, it culminates that even though he reciprocates Chi's love and he plans to stay with her, her power button is in her vagina because why the fuck not? And if they ever have sex, he will turn her off and that will reset her.
I feel like there's other stuff they could do.
yeah, I feel like there's a
Yeah.
100 other
I
things they
couldn't
could
work
do.
around that.
No,
You can't-
absolutely. But
You
another
can't
key
like put the
part
reset
of
button.
the series.
Like what's that thing that like all the
Again, it was really weird where their father, who
yeah
100% was making these to be his children, decided to put that because every other Persicom, it's on their ears.
I was gonna say because I feel like we've all had those like little like a Buzz Lightyear speaking toy or something that you put the batteries in and you could reset it. You need like a paper clip and you like do the reset button thing.
Yep, he shoved that up her vagina.
I'm glad he fucked off.
Yeah, but like part of the series is talking about like the sexualization of objects and stuff as well. So like there were a lot of really deep themes in the manga that they kind of glossed over because in the anime the ending is much different. Chi almost activates her program, but Hideki confesses his love to her. Now Persicoms can all fall in love and have emotions, and through the power of magic, Hideki can bang her with no consequences.
That makes no sense.
So
This feels
I'm
like
not sure what happened there, but
I'm not going to speak to the manga. Haven't read it, but so far seeing 3 of these episodes, this feels like horror but stupid.
I was thinking Detroit Become Human.
Haven't played
A
it.
little
Yeah.
bit, but
Yeah.
super pervy.
Yeah.
which, I mean, there are moments of perviness in the manga because, again, this was like their first project trying to get adult men pulled into like their kind of sphere.
Was this before or after XXX Holic? Wasn't that a sign-in as well?
This is listed as their first published seinen.
Okay. So I guess they were doing some fan service with it.
Well, the show certainly is.
There were moments, but like There's literally a point where she goes to get a job because Hideki's not making enough money, and she gets picked up by some random guy on the street who's trying to make her do like an online peep show. And she also almost gets raped countless times, but Hideki keeps coming in and saving her at the last second. Or her sister takes over and she uses cables as tentacles and sound blast people. It's really weird.
Wow.
I don't think I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. It is definitely a Clamp thing, but...
Well, all I can say is that as I was watching the anime, I thought, this has good potential, this has good ideas in it, it's just, I had a feeling that the anime went way, way, way overboard with the horniness.
It definitely
compared
did,
to the manga, because
and,
there's no way that Clamp would be that horny.
And I don't think this will surprise anyone. The director of the anime was a man.
What
I'd be
else did
surprised if
he
it was a
do?
woman.
It's what I'm wondering, because that might explain more of like what is the rest of his filmography.
Does the manga have the little boy that has the servants too?
Yes, he is actually another character from Angelic Lair. The maid with the purple hair, that is modeled after his sister, who was a really good angel battler who just happened to get sick and die between Angelic Lair and Chobits.
Oh, not to derail the topic, but I looked up the director of the anime.
Yeah.
He directed Cardcaptor Sakura,
Yeah.
the one that we watched for the tournament.
What was that angel thing? Galaxy Angel?
He
Angelic
also
Lair.
did some other
and
things.
Nana. Yeah, he also did Nana, which I like Nana. I know it's a soap opera, but I like Nana.
Huh.
But yeah, like in these 3 episodes, we're introduced to most of our major side characters. The only one we have not met is the 40-year-old baker who married his robot.
I'm fine with not meeting him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hires Chi.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
We did meet the 17-year-old girl, though. That was the restaurant owner's daughter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I thought that, like, I know this was based on a manga, but, like, watching these 3 episodes, I'm like, is this a harem game?
Yeah, like a visual novel.
Like, this feels like a harem game setup.
No.
Like, ooh, here's my landlord. Maybe I'll have a route with her. Here's the sex bot I found in the trash. Maybe I'll have a route with her.
Yeah.
Here's my teacher. Here's my coworker. Like, I'm just...
Yeah.
This
Every
is-
time he
Perfect
met a new
on
girl, it was like, oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's always like, I'm gonna find a convoluted way to get introduced to these people and some... I mean, I guess the landlord and the teacher are, like, a pretty generic way to meet somebody, but, like...
But I don't know, there's something unnatural about how this feels.
Yeah...
Hideki is supposed to be
He's
a
God's
loser
favorite imbecile,
in,
I
like,
think.
a classic sense of like he has social anxiety, he grew up on a farm, he's not used to like a lot of people and everything always being busy, and like he does come across as like kind of a loser in the manga, and I'm very impressed that they managed to make him seem like an even bigger loser in the anime.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you bring up porn 6 or 7 times in a single episode, it is kind of hard not to think of him like that. Even with Crispin Freeman voicing him. Like, I usually really like most of the characters that he does. But... ugh.
He's not just a loser, he's an incel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, it's interesting watching a... I'm going to try to, like, avoid the whole sex bot element of it, but, like, it is interesting watching a show about technology that is pre-smartphone, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
like...
thought that was interesting.
He's going like, oh my god, it can get emails, it can have internet. I'm like, God,
Yeah.
we lived in
That's
different
just your
times.
phone. But then they also talk about OSs and like other
Yeah.
things. I'm like, I know what this means.
Yeah, because we're so in it,
And also,
but-
let's not forget too that this series is sadly relevant because there are,
yeah,
I don't want to say sex bots, but there
no, you can
are
call them that. We know
robots
they're-
that people can fall in love with, and people have attempted to buy them and marry them. So
Yes,
I guess they
like,
were ahead of the curve.
Clamp really kind of predicted the future there.
Yeah.
This was originally inspired, I think, by one of the 4 originally. She was getting so frustrated with her work computer and all of like the updates and how it would crash and stuff.
Yeah, we've been there.
I'm like, you made a very critical think piece that is still relevant like 20 years later, probably more so than when you made it.
Yeah.
Except she was like, fuck this computer. And the creepy guy on the team was like, oh.
It was not.
Oh my god.
It does not say which one of them was in charge of the story or the design or anything like that, so.
Can we talk about the design a little bit? Because this did not feel like a lot of the other Clamp ones for some reason.
I think
And
the animation is just
That's
anime
probably-
art style on this is very bad in terms of actually interpreting it. If you look up any of the manga images, it's very classic Clamp. A lot of the characters in Chobits are featured in one of the newer series called Kobato, and they look much more like Clamp characters being animated.
Okay.
Another fun little fact is they wanted this to feel kind of rough, so the entire manga was actually inked in ballpoint pen.
Interesting. I don't know enough about manga writing to...
They usually use like fountain pen type deals to
Yeah.
ink.
Okay.
Just because of how the line work will look.
Like
With the
cleaner,
different
more
implements.
uniform. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the ballpoint pen makes it look maybe a little, I don't want to say amateurish, but that's sort of how it comes off.
Yeah, like you're not guaranteed to get like a nice, smooth, dark line.
Yeah. Which I think maybe that as a style thing is more meant to strike more of like a older male audience rather than like more of a shoujo style, I think.
Yeah, looking at the art, it's like a lot better than the anime.
That does
No,
look
it
better.
really isn't. Their
That feels Clamp.
color
Yeah.
choices are very weird in the anime. Like, the color Chi's hair is supposed to be like basically white, like just one step yellower. It's piss yellow.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Ray Earth show where they tried to replicate the art style. They just didn't have the technology to do it. It was completely different.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was in charge of the like actual animation, but
Madhouse.
and yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Madhouse was everywhere in the early 2000s.
I was gonna say, didn't they do Auron? I could be wrong.
They
I'm-
probably did. They did a lot of stuff in the early
Because-
2000s.
That art style is so different from the manga when you compare them.
The one on the bottom, that's
Uh-huh.
from Chobits the anime. The one on top is from Kobato.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
what the fuck?
That's a different man.
Yeah.
It is an entirely
I would
different
not
man.
assume they are the same character.
The man on the bottom, I totally buy. He's a 40-year-old who got with a 17-year-old. The man on the top, I'm like,
That's a
damn,
child.
you were a sleeper agent.
Mm. Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of steamrolled this.
No, I asked you to.
No.
Because I didn't really want to talk
Um,
about this show.
Yeah, like, I will say, like, prior to actually watching these 3 episodes, like, I knew of Clamp's existence. I knew generally what it was about. And I'm trying to remember, I want to say I had a friend who, back when we were, I want to say it was middle school, had watched this.
I'm pretty sure Gap did.
No, I want to say it was another friend. I want to say from, like, middle school, maybe? But I will say, part of this, I think, maybe colored a little bit of her view of, like, romance
Oh, dear.
and other things. So, this was not a show she should have been watching.
No, and it's very unfortunate because this is a show a lot of young anime viewers got into because fan service.
Yep.
There are a lot of anime-only male fans of Chobits who cannot stand the manga, which is very funny because there are a lot of female fans who only like the manga and will not watch the anime.
I feel like I'm going to be one of those people who's like, I don't want either of these. I'm good.
The manga has some very powerful messaging about, because like it's kind of left up in the air whether or not she can actually love Hideki. So like it does go into a lot of where and when does like a robot become sentient, become kind of human to us? And what are the limits on that of what is actually possible and where we're just exerting our own like wish fulfillment?
That
that's what
definitely tracks.
That's what I was like wanting from this, and that's what I always thought it was when I heard about Chobits. So I was like really interested in watching it because I thought it had some of those themes. And then I watched this and it was a totally different experience. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, I already sort of knew about that because like given how my friend talked about it and she had shown me a couple of clips, I'm just like, what? Ew.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The entire time I was watching these 3 episodes, all I could think of was that Cards Against Humanity card teaching a robot to love.
I mean, so the crux of like the big central conflict in the entire series is she decides pretty early on that Hideki is her someone. Mm-hmm. And Hideki is very firmly in the camp of this is a robot. Like, I can't really have these feelings about her. Like, she's not human. And we saw the Minoru, he also kind of brought that up, but he's a hypocrite because he does like his sister robot.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that. Like, he tries to tell Hideki, like, they're just robots, they can't feel, but, like, he's protective, like, that's his actual sister. He didn't want her to get hurt.
Yep. I got that vibe, and I was like, so it's everybody in this universe. Great.
But, like, the reason she's program activate, it's only supposed to activate the kill switch if she is in unreciprocated love and it's gonna fry her CPU, because apparently the best thing to do if robots can't love is just kill them all. I don't know why that program exists.
Yeah.
It exists to create a conflict. That's all.
Yeah, so like the reason the program is activating is because she, throughout this entire series, has Hideki constantly rejecting her because he's, like, dehumanizing her, which is fair because she's not a human.
Yeah, like, something about me just, like, watching the show, I'm just like, I could be watching Westworld right now. Or I could be watching Ghost in the Shell right now or something, where I'm just kind of like... And again, maybe you're right. Like, I can't speak to the manga. The manga does sound like it actually is exploring these things, like, in a way that probably is very compelling. This show is not. I might be wrong, but I have seen some clips from this show. I think, because it was on a playlist on YouTube. You can find this in the English dub on YouTube. It's just on there because it's one of those shows that no one gives a shit about anymore. So, like, they're not going to take it down. And I think it started playing episode 4 for half a second. I think the title was something like, Chi Goes on an Errand. I'm pretty sure the next episode would have been entirely Chi going to the market, constantly saying the word underpants because she needs underpants.
Hey.
That was the one clip I saw of Chobits, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I need to see anymore.
No, yeah, that is a thing that kind of happens.
Okay, cool. I saw the most important part of Chobits and realized, yeah, this show wasn't for me. I will give it one compliment. I will definitely give this anime specifically one compliment. That is a catchy fucking theme song. My gosh, that is still in my head.
It's true.
I mean,
I wasn't paying attention. Was it the 2 little mobile ones doing the workout schedule yet?
I don't remember anything about a workout schedule.
Sumomo?
Sumomo and I want to say it's Kotoko. There's another little mobile one with purple hair.
They just kind of remind me of the little fairy from Legend of Zelda or something like it that I'm just like, you're going to be an annoyance. I can tell immediately. I think it's unfortunate. Clamps might be a bit hit and miss for me, depending on what goes on. Like, their Magical Girl stuff seems pretty good. Their Isekai stuff seems pretty good. Gonna have to see how I'm feeling about the rest of this month.
It definitely goes up from here.
Okay, I'll take your word for it for now.
What are we doing next?
XXX, Holic.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah.
Yay!
Way less weird.
Trying to think. All their stuff's been weird on some level, but like we're just saying it's not going to be like sex bot weird.
Not sex bot weird, no.
Okay.
Also, I want us all to sit with the knowledge that Gav cosplayed the sex bot.
Yep.
I mean, nothing. I guess it's a cute design for something
I
or
like
whatever.
the little outfits.
Yeah.
It is a cute design. I just wish the show was not what it is.
Kozi, I've cosplayed Dramatical Murder before.
Yeah, we've all done that.
I feel like that was
I was gonna
against
say,
your
yeah,
will because
I
I
think,
dropped
like,
out.
A decent chunk of people in this group have cosplayed Dramatical Murder at some point.
Hey, man, I got these.
Actually,
First cosplay.
Actually, I think that means Cheebs cosplayed a sex bot as well.
True.
I did!
Okay, that wasn't his purpose though.
I don't think it's
That's not what
cheese
he was
purpose, but we
built
all
for.
know that it is.
Yeah, it can't
That's
be
fair.
Cheese purpose because her reset button is in her vagina.
Yeah. I think I get to say that I was not a bad person doing Dramatical Murder because I had not watched it and I was the friend who was told, "Hey, we need another person."
I mean,
Fair.
that's how Envy got roped in.
That's true. We
Yeah.
are absolved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
you-
wait,
you-
no, Envy, weren't you doing the group playthrough?
No,
No, I don't
I
think so.
watched.
Oh.
I watched CC play one of the routes of the sequel once, but that was an hour. So
So
I-
the group
First.
playthrough
That
was
was all
me,
just porn.
Cece, and our roommates.
yes,
Never
So.
seen anything. I'm
Good. good.
Yeah, because that was the year we did the skit for the masquerade.
Yeah.
So,
We played it for research.
so Chobits or Dramatical Murder?
Oh god.
Chobits.
Chobits?
Personally, I would take
Chobits.
Chobits.
Damn.
Yeah, because I've seen clips of both the anime and of the game of Dramatical Murder, and Chobits is less. Problematic.
Okay, what is more incest? Designing and building a daughter who falls in love with you and kills herself? Or your dog, which is a part of your conscience, taking over your twin's body and then you fucking it?
They're both bad.
Both bad.
It's like a Sophie's Choice kind of a thing. It's like
wow.
You know what? I'm thinking, I'm not going to continue Chobits, but I may go back to another one of Madhouse's early 2000s things. Probably the greatest anime they ever made. Beyblade.
Beyblade!
Wow.
Yeah.
It.
Also, great theme song. I just want to talk about something that's not making me cringe. Beyblade's
that's
not
fair.
cringe, right?
Beyblade is actually making a comeback.
As it should. Do we have anything else to say about this?
Nope.
no.
Yeah.
I don't.
The animation quality is also really bad.
I was
You know
gonna.
what? I
Yes.
just I would take Dramatical Murder over this because in Dramatical Murder they all look and feel like adults.
That's,
Okay, that's
fair.
fair.
That's valid.
Aren't they like half of them like 17?
I don't think so.
I think they're all
I think
adults.
Noise is the
Uh,
youngest.
I don't
and
care,
wanna
and
say
I
he's,
don't
like,
need to know.
19.
So I'm gonna say overall, I'm a nay. But check out the theme song. The animation for the theme song is nothing sauce, but the actual song is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, they are solidly in their 20s in Dramatical Murder. We're good.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, this is an A for me. I don't need to watch more of this. Maybe the manga is better. I don't know, but I was very turned off by this anime.
I will say, I will recommend Westworld and Ghost in the Shell if you're
There
looking
you
for
go.
something a little more or I guess the manga maybe, but yeah.
More the manga if you want a rom-com.
Or what was that other one that you mentioned? The BattleBots.
Angelic Layer.
Yeah, try horny
You don't fall
Metabots.
in
Or
love-
Metabots. Metabots is a good show.
That one's not horny!
I'm sorry, it's connected to this one. It feels like implicitly horny. I know I say this based on nothing.
Or play Detroit Become Human.
I would give this a nay, because we're still going around giving our yays and nays. But yeah, I feel like had they leaned way more into the question of personhood and sort of like the deeper themes more than the fact that Hideki is just really horny, I probably would have liked this a lot better. I probably also won't read the manga just because even though it's less horny, it probably still won't necessarily be to my taste. So, yeah, that's where I stand.
Yeah, I was debating giving it a meh, but yeah, just the fact that you had and they even called it out in the episode too. It was like, oh, there's no other place for her to turn on. It certainly couldn't be there. And sure enough, it was there, and I was like, okay, we know what this was made for. And I've seen shows with a lot of fan service before, but I feel like you gotta have a right tact for it, and this didn't have the right tact at all. So yeah, I give it a nay.
Yep, big no thank you from me. Where you're supposed to question personhood, but then she has sheep ears? No, that's a sheep. It's not a person.
Did I tell you guys she learns how to be a person through a children's book that her mom publishes anonymously, specifically to teach her how to be a person?
Why isn't her mom
but that
just
sounds
talk
kinda-
to
This
her?
is super fucking contrived ass plot. This is like such a fucking contrived ass plot.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just like, why did you not just keep her?
Just talk to her instead, you know?
yeah.
I don't know. It could be I just don't remember, but yeah, so I'm like a really hard nay on the anime. If anything I described sounds interesting though, like definitely check out the manga. At the very least, the art style is much better.
I feel like I want one of those little memes of like Hideki looking up at Chi, but it's like Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
Because you were bringing that up to me a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that one kind of did something similar, but like better. And I don't even like 2049 for like various reasons. I think it's like a way inferior Blade Runner, because Blade Runner is like one of my favorite movies. But it's like, I don't know. I do think it had the questions of like, could you be in love with like something that's not human and everything? You know, like it's pretty typical in science fiction. I feel like it was done pretty well in that one, at least that particular plot line. So I was just thinking about it. I was talking to Al about it, but yeah, this one just didn't do it how I wanted it to be done. Maybe it's done better in the manga though. I don't know.
Well, that's about it. Anything we should know about XXX Holic before next week?
Our protagonist is annoying.
Oh no!
Well, I guess it's not going to be any different from this week.
But, Al, you will definitely love the main girl. Or no, she's not a girl, she's a woman. And she's your type of woman.
Oh yeah, she
I'm going to be very
definitely
interested to
is.
see. You know what? We did just have that episode where, yeah, I guess you could guess what my types are, but I'm going to be interested to see if you're right or wrong. Let's see how well everybody knows. But does anyone agree with Envy?
I'm
Probably.
assuming Envy already
Probably.
watched it.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I agree with Envy.
I think I saw it a really long time ago, so I don't quite remember everything.
She's
but
got tatas.
Okay, is this just a physical thing?
she's pretty.
No.
No, she's badass.
No, she's got your personality that you like in women in anime.
All right, we'll see. Anyone want to put money on this?
No.
Oh,
No.
not that confident, I see. All right, well, I guess we'll find out next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!